Hare Krishna. So I welcome all of you for today's session. So second session on the Daiva Varnasrama Dharma, significance of Daiva Varnasrama Dharma for pure devotion, for the aspirants of pure devotion. Actually, this is the actual topic, but anyway, you might be seeing only just Daiva Varnasrama, but you have to see the full title is we are all aspiring for the pure devotion. So for that, so whether there is any need of following Daiva Varnasrama or not. Because Srila Prabhupada has given so many instructions about the Daiva Varnasrama Dharma in his morning walks, books, so many places. But still devotees have a lot of confusion actually about this. They think that maybe Srila Prabhupada said in 1970s, that is maybe, so for at that time he may need. Now is the 21st century, we may not need this. Okay, how many of might be thinking like this? Raise the hand. Huh? Oh, very good. Actually, some opponent is needed actually. Then the discussion will be very nice. So this is the general understanding, because this is a mission of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and we all think that holy name is sufficient, and there is no need of following this Daiva Varnasrama Dharma. Actually, what is this? Is discussing about the material platform, as a material conditioned life. Why we need to follow this? We are always so trying to follow holy name. That's all. There is no need of Daiva Varnasrama Dharma. Okay. So this is the general understanding, and also some devotees they understood. If you see the first generation devotees, they understood, but the point is, oh, we tried so much Daiva Varnasrama Dharma, and it's okay. We should not mess up our life with the Daiva Varnasrama Dharma following this. Already we tried so many things. There is no need. So this is also enough, and like that. So some people also they have the conception. Like this, we can see different kinds of the parties, and sometimes we may see some people also like that. Yes, we want Daiva Varnasrama Dharma. We want Daiva Dharma. We want Daiva Varnasrama Dharma. But if you ask them what is the goal of that Daiva Varnasrama Dharma, where we want to go, no idea. So that is also another side actually, another fanaticism. This side also one more fanaticism. We are only just pure devotees and we don't want. So that's why we have to understand the seriousness of the subject matter from the scriptures. Definitely, yeah. So we can, implementation can be done. First of all, janati, ichchati, yatati. So this is a sequence actually. First of all, anything comes unto the consciousness. Then after that, desire will come. Then after that, implementation will happen. These are the three steps. First, one should know. One should know about one should have the awareness or knowing about the subject matter. And if you don't know about the subject matter, and you cannot have any desire also. So that's why any object, if you want to desire, first of all, you should know or not. Is it possible without knowing the object, desiring is possible? Is not possible actually. So that's the first step is what? Knowing. Second step is what? Desiring. Then after that, so make it implementation. So now the subject matter is completely out of picture, is almost all becoming out of picture. But if you see in the Srila Prabhupada instructions, from the 1972 to 1977 is major, that means the discussions and also instructions, 75% of his instructions on the implementation of Daiva Varnasrama Dharma. And Srila Prabhupada is desiring such as so heavily, then what happened actually? So devotees, they have tried, and why it is still considered as it's a failure thing? Is there conceptual wrong thing? That means Prabhupada is saying conceptual, that means whatever concept he gave, that is a wrong concept? Or otherwise, did we do any, that means mistakes in the implementation, and that is our part of the failure? Failure should be taken in whose account? That means in Srila Prabhupada's account we should give. That means he gave the wrong instructions to us. Like that we should take. Or otherwise, while implementation we did the mistakes the way what he told. So that is we didn't follow, we are not able to follow, or we didn't follow sincerely. That's why we failed. Some people they are saying what? We tried and we failed. But what way you tried actually? That is also very important. So we should learn from his instructions, and also first of all consciousness also. As a aspirant of pure devotion, you should first and foremost thing is whether Daiva Varnasrama dharma is needed or not. That is also very important. First of all, what is pure devotion? That we discussed in the last session. Because I think many devotees might be thinking that it is a repeated thing, but we have 4 sessions. I told it will be a sequence actually, because it's a very lengthy topic. That's why 4 sessions are given. And but topic display is not there. But anyway, so I try to very quickly. That means in the last class, whatever I discussed within 2 minutes or 5 minutes maybe. So it's 2 minutes is too much exaggeration. Within 5 minutes I will cover it. In the last class I discussed the definition of pure devotion. In a simple words, what is the definition of pure devotion? Can anyone express in simple words to a layman if you want to explain? So what is a pure devotion? Can anyone volunteer and explain this within 2 lines to a layman, how to explain the definition of pure devotion? Don't read out the Sanskrit sloka. Anyabhilasha sunyam gnana karma dhyanavrutam anukulyena krishnanusila. Okay, Baba, that is okay. That is very for the Sanskrit scholars. We are not the scholars. We are the simple people actually. We want to hear in a simple way actually. Yes, Prabhu, please. You have mic actually, anyone? Service to Lord Krishna for his pleasure. Is there any correction in this? If anyone define like this, is there any correction in this? Yes, please correct it. It should be unmotivated and uninterrupted. But he is saying the same thing. But that means service to the Lord Krishna, so for his pleasure. What is the wrong in this? A wrong means, I don't say wrong. What thing, saying wrong instead of that, what should be best way to express? I have only 5 minutes. If you don't say, then I will volunteer actually. It's not volunteer, I should be forced. Anyone wants to? Anyone wants to say? Because you are all what we are, where we are actually. We are for meant for what? Achieving pure devotion or not? We are meant for achieving pure devotion, and I am asking in the simple words to explain to a layman how to explain. Like a rickshawala is there. Let us take me as a rickshawala, and you have to explain to me. Then make me understand. Yes, Mataji. Any activity? Okay. It is done with the body, mind, with words. In a favorable mood. Krishna or anyone related to Krishna? Without any motive other than the pleasure of Krishna? It is which is uninterrupted. That means it is not interrupted by gnana and karma and so on. So, yeah, Prabhuji, what he said, that means doing, serving Krishna or doing for the pleasure of Krishna. Doing for the pleasure of Krishna. Anything? Can you take anything? Anything doing? Then what? What is? I'm asking the definition of devotion, then you are bringing the devotion. So anyway, the point is, actually we don't have much time. Actually we have 1.5 hour time only. But actually I need 10 hours at least. But anyway, I am summarizing for the 1.5 hour. So that's why I have to run. Any activity, yes. Any activity you should do. Mataji is almost all she said. Only simple thing is, we have 2 types of platforms. Bodily platform and so another platform is what? Spiritual platform. Means spiritual platform also no. Another is the servant platform. Spiritual platform means you can become a Brahman also. That means I am the Brahman. That is also spiritual platform. So that's why you have to be always in the consciousness of I am the servant of the Lord, and in that consciousness you are doing the directly activity for Krishna, for his pleasure. It is sufficient actually. You have to be always in what platform? So in the So servant platform. That means I am the servant. That kind of consciousness, for how many hours it should be? 24 hours. Even in the dream also. Prabhupada says that, Prabhupada, how it is possible in dream? Then he said that you can have dreams to make that means, so garland for Krishna. So in the dreams you can make garlands for the Krishna. That is also possible. In dream also you can do direct devotion to the Krishna. That means you have to be 24 hours in the platform of what? So I am the servant of the Krishna. In that platform you have to serve the Krishna. That means directly service. So if you don't do direct service, then if you do something on the platform of body, that means I am the farmer, I am Brahmana, I am Kshatriya. In that platform, if you do and if you offer that, that is also not accepted. That is also not pure devotion. So that's why for being, that means acting on pure devotion, one should be 24 hours in the servant platform. Okay. So one I am a servant. This kind of platform you should be. That is nothing but simply says that Rupa Goswami Jnana Karma Dhyanavritam. By saying this word, he is taking out you from to be in the either bodily platform or otherwise I am Brahman. That kind of platform also is rejecting, and he is directly bringing you to the what platform? I am the servant of the Lord. That platform only he is keeping. He is giving that means only one way to stand actually. So next, Anyabhilasha Sunyam. You have to do for his pleasure only. There is no other motivations. And you should do either body, mind or speech. For Krishna or otherwise, his persons like Guru and Sadhu. So this is the definition. So that kind of definition, that means one should be completely from all the designations. I am father, I am mother, I am Brahmana, I am Kshatriya, I am Vaishya, I am this, I am that. You should come out from all these kind of designations. And what designation is? I am the servant of the Lord. One should be on this platform. Okay. So at least that means, to become a pure devotee means pure devotion. Even sadhana bhakti also pure devotion. Yes or no? This everyone accept this or not? Sadhana bhakti also is a pure devotion only. Sadhana bhakti means 2 hours if you do sadhana, and after the remaining 22 hours if you work, then is it sadhana bhakti? Is it sadhana bhakti? No, it's not sadhana bhakti. You are just trying to do sadhana bhakti, but it's not sadhana bhakti. Sadhana bhakti means 24 hours you should do in that platform. So that's why the definition of pure devotion is very clear for us. Then, but what is how many are like this? That means 24 hours you are on the platform of, that means servant. I am the servant, that platform, and trying actions for him. How many we are like that? I am not a father, I am not a mother, I am not a son. How many are there? Raise the hand. 24 hours, not the 2 hours. Only even for the chanting time also you may not be actually. How many are there? If we are not in that platform, then what about, that means we are in the what platform? Bodily platform or not? Then how to raise the person who is on the bodily platform to that platform? How to raise it? Then is there any needed thing? That means whoever is on the bodily platform, for him is there any rules and regulations are needed or not? Needed or not? Tell me. Yeah. And those rules and regulations are meant for what? For raising him to the pure devotional platform. Yes? Can we say we don't need any rules and regulations? Can you say that you are not on the 24 hours that platform? Can you say immediately, so I don't need any rules and regulations and I am chanting? But are you chanting 24 hours? Like Haridas Thakur? Tell me. If you are chanting, then there is no need of rules and regulations. And who is there 24 hours? Raise. Nobody. Then can you say, can you reject the rules and regulations? No. Then rules and regulations means what kind of rules and regulations you should follow? So who will decide? In the scriptures there are so many portions are there. Like Karma Kanda is there, Jnana Kanda is there, so Bhakti is there. So many things are said. So, and also if you see in the history, every time some Mahapurusha come, great personality, what he will be doing? Whatever doctrine he believes, he will be defining the rules and regulations to drive the whole society according to his doctrine. He will be defining the rules and regulations for that society based upon what? So whatever doctrine he believes. What are the different doctrines are possible? So like Karma Kanda, that means they are believing in what? They want to go to Swarga. So that's why they think that Swarga is the highest, and to drive the whole society to that destination, they will be defining the rules and regulations in the society based upon that. They are defining rules and regulations to the society based upon that. So that's why those kind of rules and regulations are useful for us. Are useful? Tell me, are everyone is able to follow or not? Huh? Thank you. So anyway, it is recorded. We can have recording. Okay. So second thing is, if we are not able to, so some people are there, so they are believing the doctrine of what? So we want to go and merge into the Brahman. So for raising everyone in the society to that platform, so then what they will be doing? They are defining the rules and regulations for the society. And those rules and regulations are useful for us. Those are also not useful. And for us, rules and regulations are needed, which are helpful to raise us to the pure devotional platform so that we can do sadhana bhakti. Rupa Goswami says sadhana bhakti is a definition is what? For the sadhana, bhava and prema, for these three bhaktis, only one definition. Anyabhilasha sunyam gnana karma dhyana. That condition has to be satisfied. Even if you are a sadhaka, that means the demand is like that. Otherwise, so if you don't have such a consciousness, I have to be 24 hours, I have to be 24 hours on the servant platform, and I want to serve Krishna, and I don't want to identify myself as either body or any bodily designations I don't want to bring so into my consciousness, and I will be acting as a servant, and I want to serve the Krishna. And this kind of full determination one should be having and doing the actions for the Krishna, then that is the sadhana. That is the sadhana bhakti. So how many are we are sadhakas? Full time. That kind of sadhaka, how many we are? There, raised. Actually, we are trying. We want that. So that's why there is a now who is desiring that kind of situation, that kind of state, then he has to go to that. Such a way we should create the environment. That environment is known as what? Daiva Varnasrama. Daiva, not Daivi. Daiva. So, Daiva Varnasrama dharma. So we need. So that means to be in that platform, one should be having this strong determination, full determination that in this material world, I don't want to designate with any position. And only thing is servant of the Lord. Like that 24 hours. So that kind of determination is known as Shraddha. That is the definition of Shraddha. So because in the Nectar of Devotion we study, Shraddha is the faith. English word is looking very simple. But if you see the definition of the Shraddha given by the Acharyas, so Rupa Goswami, Jiva Goswami, so after that next also you can see Bhaktivinoda Thakur, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Thakur Goswami Maharaj, and following the same lines Srila Prabhupada also defines. So this word is not so simple word. Shraddha word is a very powerful word actually. That should be understood as an aspirant of pure devotion very clearly. If that is not clear, then you cannot plan for your devotional life nicely. You will bring so much nonsense into your life. And you will complicate your whole life. You will mess up everything. Without Daiva Varnasrama, you will mess up your whole life. That is going to happen. But people think that By the Varnasrama, we are going to mess up life. But without that, you will mess up the life. That is resembling the understanding is very poor actually of the pure devotion. If one thinks that, because you see, you are not in that kind of stage, and if you don't have any rules and regulations, then where you will be? You will be like animals. Yes or no? We will be simply acting like what? Simply speculations. And there is no proper guidance. So, this is a Shraddha, then that what we have to do? We have to train the people 24 hours. That means they should be in the association of the devotees. And they also has to hear Krishna Katha. It's not that Sunday I went to the 2 hours for. So Sunday we'll go to the 1-2 hours, we'll do some program or nice feast. And morning, okay, somehow in office, by the way, I will chant my 16 rounds and okay, enough. So, okay, we'll also go back to the Godhead. It's not so easy, huh? It's not easy. Because Acharyas are giving or Srila Prabhupada also giving, and Acharyas are giving the clear cut, the eligibility, okay? So that's why we have to reach to that pure devotional platform. For that, devotees, that means people should be anukulyasya sankalpa, pratikulyasya varjanam. So that means one should be carefully, he should mold his life, and he should be always in the association of the devotees, and again and again, he should hear all the time his consciousness should hit with what? His consciousness, and he should be reminded with the devotion. Then he will be favorable, he will change actually. Then you can see some hope. But if you leave him freely, and then what will happen? And if he is exposed to the mode of passion and ignorance, then he will simply forget. So, and he will never think that I am the devotee also. If he is exposed to such a passion and ignorance, the environment which is filled with the passion and ignorance, can he remember? He cannot remember also. But at least he is in the group of devotees who, by seeing their tilak and by seeing their dress and by seeing their actions and by their words, he will become like that. You will be at least reminded actually again and again, hey, your duty is, nothing is in this material world. Your duty is, your main job is serving the Krishna, not serving anything in this material world. So that should be reminded. And it is not an easy job actually. We may do lip service, we may think that it is okay, anyway I am doing devotion. No, that is not sufficient. It should be fully, that means focused. That kind of community, that kind of association, that kind of every action should be unfavorable to that pure devotional platform. Such an environment has to be created. So that is known as Daiva Varnasrama communities. For that purpose. So how many now you say Daiva Varnasrama communities are needed or not? Yes? Yes, it is needed. It's a must actually. If because many people have experience in working in the corporates also, being devotee and also working. So when there is a boss is there and he is giving the target to you, if you don't do this, you will not get salary or you will be fired out. What is your consciousness at that time? You will be always thinking that he is my boss, he will scold me. That is always hitting. So heavily it is hitting your consciousness. And he is reminding you as what? You are his servant, you are his servant, not the Krishna's servant. And all the people are also what? What kind of people they are all? They are all just running for the money. So that kind of environment is not at all conducive. Anukulyasya sankalpaha means what? Which is favorable to the devotion, that you should accept. But which is not favorable, then why you are trying to adjust the principles of pure devotion and why you are trying to satisfy your condition with the pure devotion? What is the good thing actually? You have to de-emphasize the meaning of pure devotion and make it yourself as in the pure devotional platform, or otherwise you will raise yourself to that definition. What is a good thing actually? We should raise up, na? What we are doing? Whatever you are doing, okay, you are giving money to the Lord. Okay, some portion, 10% you are giving. Okay, you are going back to the Godhead. Who are you to say actually? Who are you to say? Rupa Goswami is giving definition. Then how can we conclude this? We are taking the authority of that. So that's why we should carefully study Srila Prabhupada books also. Study the nectar of devotion, Anyabhilasha Sunyam, purport line by line. And every word, don't neglect that it is a, okay, 24 hours Prabhupada said that, okay, it is okay. Don't bring that kind of consciousness. Okay, nothing is okay. Every word is important. So that's why it's very, very important. Devotees has to understand. So our goal is very clear, and also we should very much focus to our goal. If we are not in focus, then we will be trapped by once again we got the opportunity and we are deviated actually. We are losing this life. So that's why this is very, very important. So whoever is not qualified for the pure devotion, so they should follow Daiva Varnasrama dharma. Daiva Varnasrama also, you might be having so much complexity. Oh, these rules, that. Don't imagine actually. Everything is defined by the Sanatana Goswami, Gopala Bhatta Goswami, Bhakti Siddhanta, Bhakti Vinod Thakur, Bhakti Siddhanta Thakur Goswami Maharaj, Srila Prabhupada. If you study properly their instructions, everything is there. Of course, I am just I'm a kid in front of all of you, but it is a truth actually. It's a truth. It is there. So because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he knows so how to cultivate the people, and he gave sufficient instructions to his 6 Goswamis, his disciples, and they gave complete planning actually. Anyway, we are going to discuss that also. So, Tavat Karmani Kurvit, whatever I said, philosophically also is Krishna. In the 11th canto, it is there, 20th chapter, sloka number 9. Tavat Karmani Kurvita, Nanirvidyeta Yavata, Matkata Shavanadava, Shraddha Yavanna Jayate. What it mean? What Krishna is saying here to Uddhava? As long as one's heart is not purified, that means detached from the results of karma, or has not awakened his faith in hearing topics about me, one must perform one's nitya and naimitya karma as per varna and ashrama. So this is the definition according to the Krama Sandarbha I am saying. So you have to see simply Matkata Shravanado va Shraddha. I will make you to understand this meaning, very simple. Matkata, that means my katha. That means my past tense. Shravana means hearing. So Shravanado va Shraddha. Shraddha means what? Now I have to be 24 hours in Krishna consciousness. I want to be servant of him, and for me karma, dharma, any other varnashrama dharma, these are all not at all needed. I want to serve him only for his pleasure, and 24 hours continuously. So this kind of determination is known as Shraddha. So that kind of Shraddha, if you don't get, till that time what you should do? Tavat karmani kurvita. Till that time you should do karma. So what Sridhar Swami is saying, karma means, Jiva Goswami also is saying. And in the purport you can see Prabhupada also is saying. Tavat karmani kurvita. Karma means what? Till that time you should do. The karma means here. So that means you are in the bodily platform. If anyone is in the bodily platform, he should be guided. He needs some rules and regulations. Otherwise he will become dharmohihina vasubhisamana. Then what will happen? We'll keep the tag of bhakti and we'll act like animal. We'll wear dhoti kurta and we'll act like animal. This will happen. This is very important. That's why rules and regulations are needed. So, but those rules and regulations also atyahara prayasascha. Atyahara, that means those rules and regulations are not should not be given by the so-called other doctrines, believers of other doctrines, like karmakandis, like the impersonalist. those doctrines we should not follow. No. That should be, those rules and regulations should be given by the devotees who understood the pure devotion. So those that means given by them we should follow. That is known as Daiva Varnasrama Dharma. The rules and regulations for the conditioned soul who is not in the pure devotional platform, now you can define nicely. What is Daiva Varnasrama? Daiva Varnasrama Dharma, you can write it if you want. Daiva Varnasrama Dharma is the system which is given by the who? Who understood pure devotion clearly, and to uplift the people who are not in the pure devotional platform. So who are in, otherwise who are in the bodily platform, but aspiring for the pure devotion. Okay, this is known as Daiva Varnasrama. So we should not make the things complex. Oh, this is not, that is not. Why? If you go, why don't you understand the root philosophy? Then everything will become very easy. Because we are not studying Prabhupada books in a proper way actually. We are very much interested in giving but not taking. That's a good sign, giving. But it should not be like that. You don't have but you are giving means what? Without having and giving means that's real giving? That's not real giving. At least you should study one time the book whatever you are selling, so that you can say that this is the thing, this is having. But if you don't have time to study but you have only time for giving, what is this? For whose benefit you are doing? He is also taking, and he is also understanding, yes, I should give. Then who will study by? Giving, but who will study? That's important actually. We should focus. ISKCON is the education center. It's not a marketplace. Prabhupada again and again is saying, what is the purpose of temple? So recently I sent in ICC group. Yeah, it's an educational center. It's not a market. Okay, so yeah, karma. So nitya and naimittika I will explain in the next slide. It's one should do nitya and naimittika karma as explained in the Haribhakti Vilasa and Satkriya Saradipika. That means those rules and regulations actually tavat karmani kurvita. That means if you are in the bodily platform, you should do dharma based upon bodily platform. So that means that is known as karma dharma. So how many types of dharma are there? 5 types. Nitya dharma, nitya karma, naimittika, kamya, nishiddha, prayaschitta and sadharana. Okay? Nitya means if you don't do that, you will get sin. Naimittika. If you don't do that, you will get sin. But if you do that, you will get credit actually. And another is what? So kamya. If you don't do that, you don't get any sin. But if you do that, you will get sukruti. And nishiddha, you should not do. Prayaschitta, if you do wrong, then you have to do that prayaschitta karma. So, but in the case of pure devotion, for the aspirants of pure devotion, there is no kamya karma, there is no nishiddha karma, and there is no prayaschitta karma. Because anyabhilasha sunyam, what we are trying to please Krishna only. So that's why we don't have any kamya. So that's why kamya karma is ruled out. Next, nishiddha karma. By devotees. And you are in the association of devotion. Then nishiddha karma is forget about. You should not think also. But so nishiddha karma they should not at all do. So that is no need to. Anyway, we have nishiddha karma also. 4 regulative principles is nothing but nishiddha karma. Okay. And prayaschitta. Prayaschitta karma, we don't have any prayaschitta karma because we are not going to counteract the sin by doing the prayaschitta karma. Because already Rupa Goswami is saying, so prayaschitta for the devotee's case is no need. The devotion itself will take care. He should do more and more, so devotion only. He should be counseled and he should be in the pure devotees association. That is the prayaschitta for them. So this is that's why Nishiddha, Kamya, Nishiddha, Prayaschitta. These three are ruled out. Two are remaining. Nitya karma and Naimittik karma. And Nitya karma example is what? Sandhya Vandanam. Not our Sandhya Vandanam. Sandhya Vandanam by the Karma Kandis. But then the Sandhya Vandanam, you are worshipping the what? You are worshipping the Brahman, or otherwise you are worshipping the. So that means you are identifying the supreme truth as a Brahman, or otherwise you worship as a Surya Bhagavan. So, but that is not for devotees. Devotees case, Nitya Karma will be so chanting the holy names, and also even they do the Gayatri with the idea of what? That Gayatri mantra, we are worshipping the Surya Narayana, that is Bhagavan. So with that understanding, we do the Sandhya Vandan. And Naimittik Karma is important. Naimittik Karma is what? Whoever is not in the pure devotional platform, for them definitely there is a grosthas. Then the purificatory process is very much needed. He is in the conditioned state. He has to be purified. So then Garbhadana Samskara, all the Samskaras. So Simantonnat Samskara. Then after that Annaprasana. Then Jatakarma, Annaprasana. Then Namakarana. Then after that, so this Karana Cheda. Then after that, so Upanayana. So and so. These are all Samskaras. These Samskaras are very much needed. So these Samskaras also should not be done as per guidance of Karma Kandis. So that's why our Acharya, so Gopala Bhatta Goswami, so merciful, how to do samskaras for the devotees, for the aspirants of pure devotion. How they should do, he defined. He doesn't, that means they have full planning from the day one. When this movement is started, at that time itself they have planning. What kind of, that means we cannot expect everyone is 24 hours chanting like Haridas Thakur. If everyone is chanting like Haridas Thakur, then there is no need of any system. Hatao, sab. Then holy name, that's all. We should not at all think about any rules and regulations. So, but they know our Kaliuga man will be needing so some transition. Just now today you came into association of devotees, and after 1 week then you are pure devotee. 1 year you will be pure devotee, over. It's not like that. So that's why, so they definitely need some system to purify the devotees who are in the bodily platform. So this is given. And also how to do worship. There are so many things are given in the Hari Bhakti Vilasa. So many things. That means how to do Gruha Pravesha. That means in the society, several things are there. So all the processes are explained in that Hari Bhakti Vilasa. That means the culture of the society should be based upon these two. That means whole society should be governed by the principles of pure devotion. Governed by the culture given by our pure devotees, our acharyas. That is the Chaitanya's mission. That is Chaitanya's mission. Not that the 1% of society they are doing. No. The whole culture, all the education, everything should be governed by the principles of pure devotion. That is the mission. That's why they gave everything. Cultural part also they gave. They gave all the system, knowledge systems also they gave. Everything they gave. Guidance also they gave. So this is a very important diagram. If you understand this diagram, whole Bhagavatam, every sloka will be clear for you. I am sure for this. If you have any doubt, so I have several lectures in my channel Golokwani. So we can hear those. This is enough actually. To understand Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, whatever so many things you might be hearing. So sometimes karma, jnana, karma mishra bhakti, jnana mishra bhakti, karma jnana mishra bhakti, bhakti matra kama, karma mishra bhakti, bhakti matra kama, karma jnana mishra bhakti. So many. That means Aropa Siddha Bhakti, Sanga Siddha Bhakti, Pradhani Bhuta Bhakti, Guni Bhuta Bhakti. Itna bhakti kya hai ye sab? Why these are all discussed in the Bhagavatam? Because it's very important to know all this, to reject all them. Yes. Prabhu? No, that is that much only. The total will come. Total will come actually. It is there. Lot is there. On top something is there. So, actually there in the next. This is the karmi actually. The red. And whenever he is coming in association of devotees, so whenever he come in association of this karmi, this doesn't know any bhakti, he is coming in association of devotees, then he will go to this side. And when he come in association of the jnanis, he will go this side. Okay? So, then he coming in association of devotees, he started hearing about the Krishna, okay. So, I should believe or not, why Krishna, my parents are worshipping Vishnu or the Shiva, and why not this, why not that. So many doubts he might be having. It's not that yes, today onwards I should do only bhakti, to Krishna only. Is it possible? It's not possible actually. It takes time. So that means they have but Shraddha. Some Shraddha they have. That is known as Komal Shraddha actually. So, then that Komal Shraddha is also known as Kanishta Shraddha. So, but what is the target? His Shraddha should become Druda. That means strong faith. Krishna is only the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And my business is only serving Him. And I should be always in the platform of His, that means as a servant. So, this is known as, this kind of determination is known as complete Shraddha. Then if you got that, then you are entering into the pure devotion. Your sadhana bhakti begins. Okay? That's the entry door is what? Shraddha actually. The entry door is a Shraddha. So, if you come this side, so whenever the person is coming in association of jnanis, and he is aspiring for what? Going and merging into the Brahman. So, for that what he has to do? His focus is how to become one with the Brahman. That's why he should be detached from the results of his karma. That's why he will be offering the results of his karma to the Lord. For what? For pleasing him? No. For what? For detachment. For detaching. That is known as Nishkama Karma Yoga. Okay? By doing that, what will happen? So that means whatever gain or loss, whatever it is coming, he is simply not attaching for that and giving to the, just living. Just offering to the Lord. So by that what will happen? His heart is purified, Antakarana is purified, and he will be understanding himself as not body. That is known as Antakarana Shuddhi. Then he will enter into the Jnana part. Bhagavad Gita simply deals this area, that area. And also after that, and after entering into the Jnana, what you should do? After entering into the Bhakti, what you should do? That's all. That is the Bhagavatam and Bhagavad Gita. Why you are making so complex actually? But it is repeated again and again to remind you. Very simple, na? Is it difficult? This much only actually, society, nothing is there actually. Otherwise everyone is here. Or otherwise down to here is Vikarmis. This much only. So, now we will discuss this because we want to cross through this gateway and enter into this. So, that's why here, so doing karma as per Daiva Varnasrama dharma and offer it to the Lord with love. Here also, because he has to, because he is in the bodily platform, he has to do karma based upon, so his nature. He should not mess up the society. He should not spoil the whole system. So that's why everyone, what is the best system then? That means we want to become pure devotees. Then what kind of system we all together should have if we stay one place? That is known as Daiva Varnasrama. Then you have to decide our duties based upon what? By birth? No. By our aptitude. Whatever aptitude we have, that we have to see and Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Okay, wake up, wake up. So, what do we have to do? We have to, then let us take, then we are all together, we want to go back to that Godhead and we want to be in the pure devotional platform for that, but we are in the conditioned state now. Then what system we should have? Because we have in the bodily consciousness, without eating we cannot live, na? If you are like Haridas Thakur and Raghunath Das Goswami, then you will be that with just 2 drops of buttermilk you will drink and okay, forget, okay. How many are like that? No, na. Then we have to systematically design our life, our society. That is nothing but Daiva Varnasrama dharma. Then we have to divide our activities based upon our nature. That is nothing but Daiva Varnasrama. And then whatever you are doing, you try to what you should do? To please the Lord. That training should be given to this fallen Jivatma from the beginningless, from the time immemorial. Training, hitting. You do whatever for Krishna. Then the change will come. Then one day, yes, I am the servant of the Lord. That kind of determination you will get. And also not just doing that. So, doing and offering, he should always hear glories, hear. That's why Bhagavatam is very important. Because every story of the Bhagavatam reminds us, in this world there is no business for you. Your business is always serving Him, that Supreme Personality of Godhead. That is your business. And again your consciousness is bombarded with that. Like our consciousness is bombarded by the Karmis, they designed some this, that community, this WhatsApp, that, so many, and it is bombarding us. Your body, you should enjoy this, Is this favorable for the aspirant of the pure devotion? Then what you will do? So that's why if we are serious in our Krishna consciousness, we will immediately identify the importance of such a system where we want to progress. But if you want to just, okay means then Lord also says, okay. He will also say, okay, you come after some 100 births. But why you are bringing, okay. But actually, Lord will give His mercy when He see your hard work, your endeavor. Yashoda Maya is also in the Damodar Leela, you all know na, that story? The 2 inches of difference is there every time. Why it is? Anyone knows the 2 inches of difference? Yes, who is there? Who wants to answer this? Why he is not allowing himself to be binded by her? Why the 2 inches are there? All the time gap? Yeah, that means hard work, endeavor is not there. So that's why in the Lord Vibhutvam quality is coming up, and so it is not allowing. Vibhu means is all pervasive. So it cannot be limited actually. And that Vibhutvam is coming, it is not allowing. Then when she endeavored to bind him from morning 6 o'clock to evening 6, she brought all the ropes from entire village actually. Then by seeing now it's evening already, my mother is so tired. So let me allow. Then his Krupa came out. Then Krupa is so powerful than the Vibhutvam. That Vibhutvam is suppressed. Then Krupa allowed Maya to bind him. So that means, don't expect that, oh, Lord will save, Lord will give mercy. You want to enjoy yourself and you expect mercy. You don't want to live your cozy life. You want to just bring down every principles given by the pure devotees, and you want to say that, yes, Lord will give mercy. Why He has to give? Why He has to give? So where is our sincerity actually? And Acharya said, again and again, Prabhupada how many times he said? I told already beginning. From 1972 to 77, 75% of his instructions on Daiva Varnasrama Dharma. In the last video you see, in the bed, what he is speaking. We'll show that also. Okay. Next what? So now you are getting that means when you came in association of devotees, so then you will be understanding the devotion, then you have to start doing the sadhana also. So you keep on chanting, hearing, and you should be always maintaining what? Association of the devotees. If there is no association of devotees, gone case actually. It's a very, very important is, in the devotional part, what is the highest important thing? Is the association of the devotees. Even the great, great devotees who are already received mercy, they are also expecting again and again association of the devotees. Because if that is not there, then it's impossible. How many hours we are in the association of devotees? How many hours? Yeah, some will. Some are always, they have fortune. But what about the major part of our society? We are taking the major portion actually. The whole, and our movement is not meant for only few lakhs of people. Our movement is meant for the 800 billion. Yes or no? You accept this? Yes. For 800 billion people actually, not for only few. Then we are selfish then. Then how to create such an environment? This 10,000 years of, this era, that means this golden era, what it mean actually? It's not that only few people will be changed. Entire whole, every village and town should be Krishna consciousness. Every activity is ruled by what? Pure devotional, principles of pure devotion. So then once if we enter, then Shraddha, that means that kind of Shraddha is the beginning point actually. If you can refer the nectar of devotion, if you have any doubt. So then after that, Sadhu Sanga. That means you will be in the Sadhu Sanga, then you will be doing the bhajan and Anardhani Vritti and keep on going. So but once someone came to this pure devotional platform, so also they externally perform their activities, their bodily activities. Why? Krishna also is saying, I am not bounded by any modes, but still I am coming here and doing the karma. Why he is doing? Yadyada chariti sreshta tattadeve tarojana sayat pramanam kurute lokas tadanu vartate. So that means, even you are in the pure devotional service, at least to set an example to the innocent people, you have to do Daiva Varnasrama dharma. And set the life, this is a simple life you should follow. And if you are leaving everything and you are sitting, I will go to the Vrindavan and do bhajan, then who will preach? Preaching means what? Living. Not just distributing books only. Preaching means living in all the aspects, living and showing. The simple life. And focused with the pure devotion. That is the preaching. So these are the different stages. One will be, going, crossing through, bhava and prema. Then after that, Bhagavat Prapti. I am not discussing these things because we are focused on this area only. This area. This Madhurya Kadambini we can discuss, then we can, elaborate discussion we can have. That is, it's a big course actually. This is the diagram. Okay. This diagram is everything will be coming. Maybe some books are defining this area, and some books are defining this area, Ujjwal Nilamani, and some books are dealing this area, and some instructions are dealing this area, and some are this, and some are this, and some instructions on this. That is nothing but Bhagavatam. That's all. All literature is this much only. So the next, he should be always in the association of pure devotees and hear the glories of bhakti. This is the one thing he should do. So that kind of thing is possible that means you should be always in the association of devotees. All the dealings with the devotees. Then it is good or not? That is good, or otherwise someone is always trying to suck your blood and energy, and he wants to make money. So if you are in his association, how you will be? You are also conditioned. You are not in that. So whatever happens, let it happen, and I will be. If you are already in the pure devotion, then there is no need for you. But you are also conditioned. and you are in the association of such a people, then what you will do? You will also take revenge. Then what is our consciousness? Is it favorable? It's not favorable. So that's why we need community where this kind of association is there, where everything is very simplified, not this so complex. For children education, 1 lakh rupee per, not 1 lakh, 2 lakhs, 3 lakhs I think, in the corporate schools. 3 lakhs of rupees money I should give, otherwise I cannot educate my children. And for medicine I should give, for one small test I have to pay 5,000 rupees. And then for the house rent, we should pay, that means 30,000, 20,000 per month. So this kind of targets are on your head. Then will you remember anything about the Krishna consciousness? Is it possible? It's very difficult. Life should be very simple. You should be getting, that means your bread and butter in an easy way. Simplify the things. But once if you are, that means determined your goal, that means you understood your goal, then everything will become simple. But if you are not understanding your goal, that's why I was focusing in the last class and also today's class also on that. Because if that understanding is not there, then anything if we say, that is bouncing back only. That will simply bounce back. So that's a goal should be very clear for us. And also we should take vow. Yes, for the pure devotion only we should. So that's why every day, why Prabhupada is, yes Prabhupada, Hare Krishna, can you take it? So every day why Prabhupada is asking to study Bhagavatam and Bhagavad Gita? Why? To remind you all the time this thing. Hey, your life is not meant for doing some business in this material world. Simplify everything and focus on your goal. Focus on your goal. Every story, again and again, if you see in the Bhagavatam, you see all the time why Prabhupada is writing all the time Bhakti. That's the reason he is writing Bhakti. Because you should be reminded actually like that. And also in the Bhagavatam, Sukadeva Goswami, whatever the stories he narrated, every story is telling about like in the Bhakti Sandarbha, if you see, every Anuchya, that means he is establishing, Jiva Goswami, every canto and also every chapter and also every conversation is discussing about the pure devotion. Why it is like that? Because that is the most important thing. That is the goal for the entire humanity. So Prabhupada is saying, when we are in the association of the passion and ignorance, that means we will be getting the body again and again. So we should be always in the association of the devotees. That's why we need Varnasrama Dharma. And we should be always trying to be in the goodness, mode of goodness. And it will help you. Goodness is not the goal, but it will help us to achieve our goal. So that you can peacefully sit and hear Bhagavatam. It's not that they are sitting in the Bhagavatam class, oh, maybe my boss gave this work or my this, that, and that kind of pressure. For simple funda, we are not propagating anything sentimentally. We should see everything in the light of pure devotion only. Simple thing, what you are asked, you make your life simplified. So that you can achieve your goal, you can spend your energy, you can invest your energy for your goal. You reduce your energy for the bodily maintenance and you invest the saved energy for the spiritual progress. This is the funda. Is there any difficult proposal for us? Is any wrong proposal given by Srila Prabhupada? No. Actually, Prabhupada is saying here, Karanam Gunasangasya. That means when we are in the association of the non-devotees, in the passion and ignorance, we'll be getting the repeated birth and death. So that's why, we should be in the association of the devotees and hear the Bhagavatam. That's why we need Varnashrama Dharma. He says that. So that means, that kind of Varnashrama Dharma means, how it is related with the Prabhupada's, the goal, intention. The Varnashrama Dharma will make life simplified and it will bring the people into the mode of goodness. And also, that is not sufficient to get the pure devotion. But main thing is what? being in the association and hearing the Krishna Katha. That is the main thing we need. But that can be facilitated. For that you need, because we are conditioned. We should remember that. That point we should not forget. If we are in the pure devotion like Haridas Thakur, then there is no need of any system for us. Because you are already there. So that's why one who is not in that situation, then for them, so that kind of favorable environment, anukulyasya sankalpa, pratikulyasya varjanam. That is the thing. Saranagati, that's a Shraddha. That means, actually one thing I have to mention in the previous diagram, Shraddha I said, that means full determination. So today onwards I will be serving Krishna only, no other business. I am not body, I am not the mother, I am not father, I am not Brahmana, I am not Kshatriya, anything, no designations. So that kind of Shraddha means, what is symptom of that kind of Shraddha? Full surrenderance. Sarva dharman parityajya mamekam sharanam vraja. That is the beginning of sadhana bhakti. That is the beginning actually. So for that, for getting that kind of faith on the Lord, we need strong association. And also we need the simplified systems. So that's why Prabhupada is saying, so that's why again and again he hits always, is the cities are filled with the passion and ignorance. Don't waste your life here. So don't work in the factories. So simple actually, in 3 months you can work and produce your food grains and use your energy for the, so for developing Krishna consciousness, focusing on Krishna consciousness. So that's why in the society you can find various kinds of varnashram systems. Even you can find the books also. Dharma Shastras also you can find. Some people think that doing karma and going to the Swarga is only the ultimate. And those people also need some system or not. If there is no system, then they will become Dharmena Hina Vasubhis Samana. They will become animals. So, but they want to make the people to follow and to reach the goal decided by them. According to their doctrines, so they designed the system for them. So then that is known as Karmi Varnashrama. Here what they will be focusing? They will be focusing on, out of 5 karmas, what they will be focusing? Can anyone guess? Nitya karma, naimittika, kamya, nishiddha, prayashchitta. Out of that, what he will focus? Kamya karma. But here we also have the Varnashram system. So for us, Kamya karma is important? No. Anyabhilasha sunyam. Our doctrine is saying that what? Hey, you should not. So endeavor for material pleasure. So that's why no Kamya karma. So that's why in our system, there is no Kamya karma. But here if you see, big sacrifices they do and satisfy the demigods and go to the Swarga and enjoy. And these people, yes, impersonalist Varnashrama. So whoever is following the doctrine of the impersonal liberation, their system is what? Impersonalist Varnashrama. So, are they interested in the Kamya karma? No, they are also not interested in Kamya karma. And will they offer the karma with the love? No. Will they? So, these people, that's why this Varnashram system and this Varnashram system also is different. So, Shankaracharya gave, but where I got these words, these 3 different types of Varnashram systems? Where I got? My speculation? No. Nothing. No word is my speculation actually, okay? It is from the Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Goswami Maharaj. Brahmana and Vaishnava is an essay actually delivered by him. It's a speech actually. There you can find. And so that's why we have to, in the Bhagavatam also Varnashram system is defined. So we have to take the principles from there, and so if you have the clear intention, then everything will become very easy actually. Every decision will be easy. But if you are confused about your goal, but you came out, you prepared nicely and you came out, but you don't know where to go, then what you will do? You will mess up. You go sometime this side and after that, no, okay, I will go this side, I will go that side. So that's why my point is, I am again hitting, one should understand, so principles of pure devotion nicely from Srimad Bhagavatam. That is first. Every leader also for especially leaders, is very important. If we are not, ourselves not reading Bhagavatam and we are just setting exam, what will decide? Actually? That's one more problem actually. That's why intensifying. Actually, Prabhupada, he made as a rule actually. Bhagavatam class compulsory. That's the rule, that's why he gave. So next, this is the total picture actually. The total diagram with the tree. So this is the entry door, okay. So doctrine of pure devotion. This is this Shraddha, the symptom of Shraddha is, what is the symptom of Shraddha? Symptom of fever is what? What is the symptom of fever? Temperature increases. And similarly, what is the symptom of Shraddha? How to know, Prabhu, how to know I got the full Shraddha or not? The symptom is full surrenderance. Not that the half surrenderance or little surrenderance. Complete. Sarva dharman parityajya. Mamekam sharanam vaja. Like ananyas chintayanto mam ye janaha paryupasa. For me, Lord is there and He will take care. And I have no bodily consciousness and I am not dependent on any bodily things. I am fully now dependent on Him only. Of course, your antakarana may not be purified, but you understood from the Shastra clearly your goal. That's why that is known as Shastra Artha Vishwasaha. Shraddha definition is what? Shastra Artha Vishwasaha. So Rupa Goswami's definition also you can see. Shastra Artha Vishwasaha. So because who is telling about the bhakti in this material world? Who is giving this information? From the Shastra only. By mercifully Lord gave Shastra. And Guru is explaining to us that. So you can see like this. In these three systems, so people are very much, in the Karmi Varnasrama system also there are various layers are there. Core Karmi is also there. Karmat. So that's why many 20 Dharma Shastras are available. 20 Dharma Shastras are available, which are so especially designed by these people and those people. So that's why you cannot discuss taking the anything from the anywhere and you cannot set the exams. You cannot prove your point. So for designing the Varnasrama system for these people, so you should not take the Varnasrama system given by these doctrines or this. Otherwise you will mess up actually. Then you will design a wrong system. We should be very careful actually. So the differences, yeah. He is not actually my friend. Definitely there is a spelling mistake. So it is here decided by the birth and caste, and they will be worshipping what? So they are worshipping the demigods. And Nitya Naimati Karma they do based upon Karma Kanda. Here these people also they do, because they are not still in the bodily platform, they do Nitya Naimati Karma. So but without worshipping demigods and Pitru Devatas. So for that we get the full guidance from the Satkriya Saradipika. And for the impersonalist, Shankaracharya gave so much. Panchopasana and so on so. Hold the system. So that's why we should be careful. Dharma Shastra is what we are following. Because Varnashrama guys, if they don't understand the pure devotion, they will also lead whole the society into wrong direction. It's important for them also. Or Varnashrama, but why? What is Varnashrama? Tell me. That also they should also clearly. So that's why we should understand what is the position of each system. That is a very important thing. You should see everything in the light of Srimad Bhagavatam. Because Srimad Bhagavatam is promoting purely devotion. So that's why one should see the things in the light of Srimad Bhagavatam. Like how we are seeing the things in this material world with what? In the light of sun. When sun arises, then we can see everything where it is. Similarly, Purana Arko Dhunoditaha. That means Purana Arkaha. That means Bhagavatam is like what? It's like a sun. So you have to see everything in the light of Bhagavatam. That means you have to see everything with the principles of pure devotion. So these are all details. So the 4 Varnas and Ashramas are based on the doctrine of the fruitive activities. In the case of Karmi Varnashram system. So Vajrayana branch of Vedas. In the Vedas is a complete book. It is telling the many things actually. We should not be, so we are Vedic followers, Vedic scriptures. Why Vedic scriptures, which part you have to follow? That should be careful. You should not say the Vedic, that kind of sentimentalism also should not come. On the name of Dharma, Varnashrama. So next, 4 Varnas and Ashramas are based on the doctrine of impersonal liberation, impersonalist Varnashrama. Panchopasana is very much prominent in them actually. They are doing Panchopasana to purify their heart and they want to realize themselves as Brahman. So this is the Grihya Sutras, Katyayana and others. This is actually everything I collected from the Bhakti Siddhantas. So Brahman and Vaishnava, there only. You have full details actually. What is our movement? If you want to understand, you can read this book actually. You'll understand. This essay actually. And Prabhupada is clearly, that means whatever instructions given by the Bhakti Vinod Thakur to the Bhakti Siddhanta. So, and also Prabhupada we are seeing the Prabhupada instructions, the morning walks, room conversations, lectures, books, everything you will be seeing. What Bhakti Siddhanta tried to implement in his time whenever he was in this planet. So everything, same thing he will be repeating. No deviation actually. No speculation. Prabhupada as it is. Okay. We should not disconnect him from the parampara. He is following parampara. He is not giving anything, so by his own self. This is the history of the Daiva Varnasrama Dharma. Now we will see. So, history, 500 years back, almost all, that means at the time of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the whole society is ruled by the smartha systems. That means the culture is very important, you know. From the birth we are exposed with the culture. So culture, whatever teaches to us, that only we bring to we try to follow and practice. So the systems given by to the society, mankind, so humanity, who gave actually karma kandis, smartha system was ruling the whole world. That means worshipping the demigods, this and that, so much. That means they don't know what is pure devotion. Whole society is ruled like this. Not only in India, in other parts also. They are worshipping the different demigods with the different names. Then, so which propagates materialism, seminal casteism, and so against the pure devotion, whole society was ruled by these smarthas. Then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared. So he propagated the principles of pure devotion. He emphasized, that means the Bhagavatam is the Amala Puranam, and he again and again reminded to study Srimad Bhagavatam, because that is explaining clearly about pure devotion. That is actually being a Jivatma, what is our constitutional position? Serving the Krishna. That is the actual constitutional position. And that should be preached to the society. And every activity should be directed towards that actually. And that kind of system Chaitanya Mahaprabhu wanted in entire earth planet. And so that means he wants to rise up everyone's consciousness like that. Of course, we are all doing the very great services, distributing books, and acharyas again and again came. So then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, so he gave the holy name, because holy name is only the solution. Because to realize the Supreme Lord, what does that mean? Holy name only. But for the conditioned soul to rise up their consciousness, To chant 24 hours holy name, we need system. That is the Varnashram, Daiva Varnasrama Dharma. Daiva Varnasrama Dharma is not the mean to you to take you back to the Godhead. No. That is helping you. But main ingredient is what? Main tool is what? Holy name. So, instructed Sanatana Goswami to compile Vaishnava Smritis and to diminish the purview of smarta system from the society. It should be completely wiped off, no demigod worship. And so these karmakandis, smartas, doing the big yajna, sacrifices, cheating the people actually, innocent people, they don't know anything. And these systems are given and they are blindly following. So that's why, so Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave that, you remove this culture from this whole society. And he compiled, that's why Hari Bhakti Vilas. And they gave so much time they gave to compile books, to extract the principles of pure devotion and make it that means easily understandable way. Many Puranas, because Vedic literature is very vast actually. And you will be missing your destination. So definitely, that's why they took hard work and day and night they gave this so much literature, all 6 Goswamis. Therefore, Sanatana Goswami wrote Hari Bhakti Vilasa and Gopala Bhatta Goswami edited it. And also Gopala Bhatta Goswami wrote Satkriya Saradipika according to the Vedic process, based upon pure devotional principles. He removed all the, like you see, like example, if you do Upanayana Samskara, there you will be teaching to worship the Surya Bhagavan. Or all those, the Samskaras, before that what? Smartas, they kept the demigod worship in that. So that everyone will be getting the quick results and enjoying. That is their doctrine is like that. There is nothing beyond the material world. That is the karmis purview. So that's why they are guided like that. Now Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said that you remove all those. That is the meaning of Daiva Varnasrama. Not that just tilling the land. That is a sadharana dharma. To maintain body we need. But we should understand the root actually. Root is this. So in this way, Daiva Varnasrama was inaugurated by the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu through Hari Bhakti. How many years back this is? At least 500 years minimum. It is pending from many years. Not only 50 years. So then after that, who is he, Na Chanakya. One great Karmakandi, once again he came. After 100 years, after passing of the Goswamis passing, after 100 years, he came. Raghunandan. Is a Raghunandan, from Bengal he is. And after that, Raghunandan came and wrote Smarta Smritis again. And he confused once again all the Gaudiya Vaishnavas also. And they started once again following even being a Gaudiya Vaishnava, started following the Karmakanda system. All the samskaras they are performing according to the Karmakandis. And they forgot all the principles. And they just kept the Hari Bhakti Vilasa in a box and locked it. We don't need this. Satkriya Saradipika, they locked it. And also Sahajiya. Without any rules and regulations, conditioned soul, then what will happen actually? It will become Sahajiya. Or otherwise Karmakandi. Hidden Karmakandi. Wearing tilak, kantimala and doing Karmakanda. Bengal was ruled like this till Bhakti Siddhanta. Once again, Bhaktivinoda Thakur comes and he wakes up. Hey guys, what you are doing all? We are all Gaudiya Vaishnavas. We are the followers of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And we are the followers of Sanatana Goswami. What we are doing? So that's why he gave extensive. So Raghunandan when he was, and not only that, one thing, Raghunandan when he was there, he gave Smarta system that started ruling. That means after Goswami's 100 years he came, until the Bhaktivinoda Thakur, it was ruling. That means almost all 200 years. And also parallelly in the society, also other parts of India, so many smartas came and they also wrote so many books on the smarta system. The whole India and completely ruled by the once again smartas. Even you see Kasi, so Kasi, what in India, Hinduism means what they come to know? Smartas, Panchopasana. That means how strongly, deeply they rooted, But our mission what? We should uproot all those and establish the everything, every practice based upon the pure devotion. So Raghunandan's Smarta Smriti prevailed completely in Bengal, and at the same time parts of country were also inundated with other Smartas, Smritis. So society was completely subjected to Smarta systems and materialism. So was spread in totality. Pure devotion became almost negligible in the society. Even Gaudiya Vaishnavas were corrupted with these Smarta Vidhis. It's not my words, Bhakti Siddhanta, that Brahmana Vaishnava. Then, so Bhaktivinoda Thakur came and he wants to uproot these things. What is happening? Sajjanitoshini actually. He started writing the newsletters, fortnight and monthly. After 200 years, that means after Raghunandan, 200 years, Bhaktivinoda Thakur came and he revived back the Daiva Varnasrama Dharma. You can see so many, that means casteism also he rejected. No, because they are selfish people actually. Smartas, they are selfish and they gave the caste system. But caste system is not our system. Varnashram system. Varnashram is based upon aptitude and activity, guna karma. So Bhaktivinoda Thakur revived back the Daiva Varnashram Dharma by the reintroduction of Vaishnava Smritis. And he preached immensely about the Daiva Varnashrama through his newsletter, Sajjanitoshini, and other books like Jaiva Dharma, Bhakti Aloka, and so many books he's writing. Okay. Then, Bhakti Siddhanta came and he gave in the assembly of the great Smartas and so many other caste system followers, and he established, Varna cannot be decided now in this time, Varna cannot be decided by the caste. So what is the origin for the Varnas, and scientifically he explained everything, and he reintroduced once again, Brahmana initiation. And also his followers, Daiva Varnashrama concept, practically he started executing in the society. He started practical execution. All the Gaudiya Vaishnavas should be started governing the rules given by the Vaishnava. Our initiation process, from where we got? Tell me. Our Diksha system, Hari Bhakti Vilas. This concept is discussed and the proof, and if anyone asks Smarta, what you will reply actually? How you are giving Brahmana initiation to the one who is not born in the Brahmana family. So what will answer actually? What is the proof? Which pramana is there? You know this? We are all initiated, na? Should know, actually it's very important. You are all part of this mission. It is explained in the Hari Bhakti Vilasa actually. Second Vilasa, if you see. You can understand that. And Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya. You can see so many in the Gaudiya Prabandhavali actually. It is one of the, run by the Bhakti Siddhanta. He is a chief editor for that. He was a chief editor, and you can see there so many articles Bhakti Siddhanta Thakur himself wrote. And Bhakti Vinod Thakur also, Sajjanitoshini, clearly explained how to decide the Varna. Many times we think, hey, how to decide Varnas? Oh, in the Kali Yuga, it's not possible. Even Bhakti Vinod Thakur, whatever said, it is also not possible. Millions of years ago, he said. Everything they gave, clearly they explained. Prabhupada also explained in the morning walks and room conversations. You can see, speaking about Varnashrama Dharma. So compiled, one book is compiled. Again and again, he is clearly quoting there. How to do everything he explained. Varnashrama college, how to start, he explained. But we need all of your cooperation. One person cannot do. That's why I came here so to assist all of you. I am not that I am the one only I can do. It's not the activity of one person. It's a society, na? To develop a society, one person can do. It's not possible. We need to come together actually, practically to implement it. For that what? Janati ichchati yatati. First of all, we should know whether it is needed or not. Then we should desire and then we should implement. We are in the first step. We are trying to understand. So then, yeah, Prabhupada gave. So Srila Prabhupada continued the legacy of this Sri Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Goswami Maharaj and instructed us to implement all the Varnas in Daiva Varnasrama system. Prabhupada, how many times he said, Krishna consciousness movement is meant for creating the Brahmanas. Krishna consciousness, just, so how to give the Kshatriya training? He gave so many instructions. Every Sunday we discuss actually this, from the speaking about Varnashram Dharma from that book. So many things he explained. Very clearly he explained. And also he started creating communities also. But anyway, he have less time. So that's why practical steps. So to implement this Daiva Varnasrama Dharma, okay, theory is very nice, but practical also we should understand. How to approach. There should be some approach. If you want to achieve some goal, then we need to have an approach. The approach is like this. We should start, that means, actually this Daiva Varnasrama ministry is created. It's a great job should be done by the Daiva Varnasrama ministry. They have a lot of responsibility. So now, first of all, create the awareness. Then what? After creating the awareness, there is a need to have a small research teams, Varnashrama research teams in each and every temple actually. There is a need of Varnashrama research teams in temple. Definitely you cannot stop the wheel, let it go on. So, and also we should inspire our congregation and members. There is a need for us. And so to achieve that, first make a small group of people. So to envision a community, such a Daiva Varnasrama community, if you take all the people today and if you keep there, then they will run away after 10 days or 5 days or 2 days also. Then what we have to do? We have to train them and take to that place. For training, what we need? We need Varnashrama college. So many hits you can find. If you in the folio, if you search, there are so many hits. Varnashrama college has to be created. And for that Varnashrama college, what you need? We need, for college what we need? Building. Teachers we need. From teachers, where we can get teachers? From the sky? No. Teachers will come from us only. So then to have teachers, then what do we have to have? We have to have first to start with this small group. Maybe everyone may not be convinced in the temple, but so whoever is interested, like-minded people, they should come to the one unit as a team and they should start exploring of the various things. So to implement that means like we have 4 Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Sudra, different activities we have. So these activities has to be learned and they should do the research. Like example, Ayurveda. Health is very important. So one has to learn Ayurveda and one has to learn about the cows, because anyway we are spending the 8 hours in the company or not. Are you doing pure devotion at that time? Then we don't ask anything. But you are not doing na. So that's why in that 8 hours of time you take out 1 hour time. For your future, which is Anukula for your pure devotion, to develop such a community, use the little time you take out. And spend that for the, in that group of people should take up the, different aspects and do the research and become trained in that. So one should be, getting training in that. That means you can learn that so many experts are there outside world. Of course, they are all material science, but simple science, and that we need actually for our community development. So that's why we learn those things. So, and we have to become, within few years, we should be able to, start a what? Of course, for facilitating this DVRT, so temple presidents, like this, see, we have the different subject matters. These has to be researched. Many are there. So temple presidents, so duty is accommodating that Varnashram research team, facilitating. That should be facilitated. Then also we should envision, Prabhupada wanted every temple should be a Varnashrama college. Every temple should have, every temple should be a Varnashrama college. Every temple should be educational center, is not a marketplace. Again and again Prabhupada says this. The emphasis on the education. So that's why we need to have Varnashrama college. With those research, that means who are becoming the experts, they should be, with that, he should start developing these small courses. We are learning the C language, C++, Java, this, that, various skills. Why don't you give little time and learn this? That is not looking you against the pure devotion. That is against the pure devotion or not? But you are not feeling that is against the pure devotion. Anukulyasya sankalpa is gone. And that means how much we are in the illusion. We should understand how much we are in the illusion. So which is not favorable to that, our life, and we are thinking that it is favorable, and which is favorable and you are not accepting. It is the influence of which mode? Seeing the things in a reverse direction? Ignorance. Is a symptom of the ignorance. So that's why here, parallelly also in the temple, there should be a group of devotees, there should be cooperative societies actually. And those group of people, grihasthas, they should have piece of land, and also every temple should be having the Varnashrama college. It should be having. Otherwise, what is the purpose? You want to guide everyone towards the pure devotion, or otherwise you want to make them materialistic and you want to make them servants of the demons. What do you want to do? Guide. Where you want to guide your congregation? So our goal is clear now. If goal is clear, then why don't we put energy there? And without putting energy, then how can you say it's impossible? And where our acharyas are again and again saying, what is the mission of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? And what is the mission of the Sanatana Goswami? Gopala Bhatta Goswami? You forgot all of them. Then what is the meaning of Satovritti? We say Satovritti. What it mean actually? Following their instructions. We want to use their name only and just whatever we want to do that, and we will be using. Okay, mercy is there, okay, go on. Why we are bringing our own definitions for the bhakti? We should not bring. This is the wrong preaching actually. This is the wrong preaching. Deviating from the pure devotional principles is a misguiding the society. But we should definitely make clear. Initially you may give the lighter dose, but one should be taught the seriousness of the devotion, pure devotion. Otherwise everyone think that okay, it's fine. This will keep on going. So okay, then next. So like this, those trained people who are this Varnashrama college now. So then once if you train, like you karmis, how much they are giving training actually? So much training, brainwashing, 24 hours they are setting your focus on the way they want work output from you. They are training like that. But are we training actually? And can you claim that I trained nicely and then still also failure? So is it like that? Where is the training center? Where is the Varnashrama college? Prabhupada said hundreds of times. Where is the Varnashrama college? And where did you train and you develop the community the way Prabhupada wanted? Did you try like that? Then how can you say it is wrong? How can you say it's impossible? So that's why we cannot say like that. You cannot blame the Acharya. Acharya's instructions are for 10,000 years, not for the 50 years. You are saying one side this movement is for 10,000 years, and another side you are saying it is impossible, whatever instruction given by him. What is this? It's a cheating or not? We should accept actually. If we have, so that means lacking, then we should accept it's lacking. But you should not reject the instruction given by him. Defect is in ours, in our part, not in the instructions of the Acharya. Like this, various Varnas will be trained, so with the goal of pure devotion. They will be trained for the, so to live in the community with the pure devotion. Okay, without this, so I want to show, that means the steps what? Daiva Varnasrama research team and Varnasrama college. That should be there. Without that, if we jump to develop communities, he will not reach the goal. These are the steps given by the Prabhupada actually. If you go step by step, you can envision. First of all, we should understand what is the goal of our society, our community. Where we want to reach, that should be there. That understanding is very much necessary. We cannot, like elephant is there and you are taking some part of that body and think that it is a pole, or think that it's a rope, touching his tail and think that it is a rope. No. So whatever instructions given by the Srila Prabhupada, everything is meant for 10,000 years. Not that the only few instructions which you are following. Yes or no? Yes? We say one side 10,000 years and you are leaving his mission completely. What is this? So, major part of the, so now in this endeavor, major role is, IDM's role is major, because devotees has to be trained and his awareness should be increased. Every temple should be having the Varnasrama research team. So for that, we have to spread the awareness. So help each temple to start DVRT. This is the role. So we are having the, given by anyway, it is, our committee is there. IS Indian body actually we have. So IASC, there is a committee is appointed and Prabhuji is also there in that. So they have given task to us for the ministry. So these are the things we have to implement in the coming years. At least in the coming years, we have to have at least 10 to 15 Varnasrama research teams in different temples. So help each temple to start DVRT, guide DVRT to do efficient research, then develop healthy communication among the different DVRTs. Like you see, material world, the scientists are doing the research and they are taking the whole society towards the materialism. Similarly, our intellectual devotees, they give this some time and they should put energy to develop the favorable society for the pure devotion. But if you don't give any endeavor and you are blindly neglect the instruction given by the Srila Prabhupada, then how can you claim we are the followers of Prabhupada? So that is my humble attempt here. So next, develop the healthy communication among the DVRTs. So proper sharing of skills. So say many teams are there, then he can exchange the knowledge, exchange the skills. Like in my temple, my team members learned how to make the cow products. And in another temple, so they want that kind of skills. They started recently. They can come here and learn. So that's why there is a need to build a network actually among the temples. And so that the progress will be accelerated actually. If there Kalau Sanga Shakti, unity is the force actually. We need the unity. We need the single goal. We need to have single goal. Guide the temple to start Daiva Varnasrama college, help finding. So, and also we should survey the land. Now the land is completely captured by the capitalist, money makers. Land should be under the control of devotees actually. If land is not there, where you will start community? And we should survey the whole land in all our world. And we should have the categories. What are the possibilities? We should be, if you want to see the movement for 10,000 years, we need to function in all the directions. So devotees should be in the position. Otherwise, so many countries, even they don't allow in the dress of devotee dress. Forget about chanting holy. You cannot wear the dress also. So in such a environment, can you envision that you can see whole world, every village and town will be chanting holy names? Is it possible? No. We need to have all the everything governed by the principles of pure devotion, given by the laws given by the pure devotees. Okay. So there are so many short-term goals from our ministry side. These are formulated. And anyway, so what is the time? 6:30. Yeah, these goals are. Anyway, I have pamphlet. You can see there. I have 2 more sessions. I'll repeat then. Yeah, I'll repeat. Yes, finished. But these goals are there. Those are there in the pamphlet. So IDVM is having the short-term goals and long-term goals. I definitely need the cooperation from all the temple presidents. And recently I am given with this service. So I will definitely become your assistant and try to assist you to get confidence and to help in many ways. And we should build the communications and networks between the major, that means stakeholders who are having the favorable to our goals. So we should develop the communications along with them, and we should become a one unit actually. We should be all together. It's very important actually. If we fight for our own problems, what kind of society we want to set and show to the others? So we should be with the mission of the Srila Prabhupada, and this is my humble attempt.